morning. How's everybody doing today? On my way to work. How we doing, y'all? There we go. How we doing? Good morning. How you feeling today? So they picked me to be in the jury. I went down there, spent the whole day down there in the court. First time. It's a pretty cool experience. What's up? How you doing? How y'all doing? Any of y'all ever been on a jury? Or do y'all try to get out of jury duty? I went in there my first time. I always get out of jury duty. Went in there my first time, and they picked me. Yeah. I went in there. I was like, they're gonna pick me. I wasn't that surprised, but it's a small case, 2 days, and it made me realize you should probably do it at least once. You know, even if they don't pick you, it's just they had over 120 people in there for three cases, so 40 people a case, and they put 40 people in the courtroom, and then they slimmed that down to 12 jurors for that case. That's a lot of people for 3 cases. I think how many cases are there in the country that need juries? So I was just thinking, like, if it's a civil matter, I usually think of like tragic cases, but like in a civil matter, I'm like, damn, you might need you might need to go to court, prove your case, and you might need a jury. Because not all civil matters you need a jury for, right? So it's just kind of interesting, like, we the people decide the fate, essentially. The judges can only do so much, and the prosecutors and the defense attorneys can only do so much, present the case. You decide who's right, and then the judge decides on the punishment. That's a lot of power. You think about it, divided down into 12 people, and even one person on the jury has a lot of power if they don't feel like they can be swayed. So on that note, it's just interesting, right? I always get out of jury duty. I work with a family business. It's always a piece of cake, and I could have got out of it yesterday. They asked me a couple questions, and they like, "Can you serve?" I'm like, "They like, is your business going to be affected?" I said 2 days. I could do 2 days. A longer case, I got 3 kids, my wife. A longer case, I'd have been like, "Listen, I got priorities, you know, 3, 4, 5 days at the max." But a 2-day case they picked me for is a civil matter. And I'm actually, when you go into court, I've been in traffic court, but like when you go to court as a jury, you can feel the weight. You know, you in the courtroom, it's quiet, you can hear the pin drop, it's all these people, everybody kind of thinking the same thing, like, damn, what is the case going to be about? Are they going to pick me? I mean, if I'm going to have to decide if someone go to jail or not. So once we found out it was a civil case, I feel like, okay, the pressure is a little bit less. I'm not going to have to decide on someone going to jail, but I am going to decide on who's at fault and who's going to get paid or not. So from that perspective, I think more people should look at not trying to get out of jury duty. If you have certain obligations, I think that makes sense. Like I could do the 2 days, it's during the day. I could get home to my kids, you know, take care of that. But like, the reason I knew I was gonna get picked is because I was like, if I'm in court, I would want someone like me on the jury. And you gotta be honest with yourself. Like, if you went to court, would you want someone like you on the jury? Or would you want someone more unbiased? Like politically unbiased, religiously unbiased. And mind you, I'm very political, I'm very religious. But I can be unbiased. Like I can make a decision based on the facts. You know what I mean? That's how you gotta survive in Philadelphia. Like, you have to live on facts. You have to react on facts. If I react, there's so many situations I could react it out of emotion. I wouldn't be here today. I'd either be in jail or my head be blown off. So you got to make decisions. I mean, that's what you want on the jury. But in life, that's what you want. You want your peers to be able to make emotional decisions. I mean, you don't want people to make emotional decisions. You want people to be making thoughtful decisions. Be patient. Look at the facts.
We found a faster route via City Avenue, which saves 4 minutes. If you prefer to stay on the current route, tap no thanks.
All right. So yeah. So first time on the jury. I'm looking forward to it. I hope more people think about not trying to get out of jury duty unless there's some obligations. Because if you're the one sitting in the defendant's chair, or the opposite, you would want 12 good jurors, right? You want to make it easier on your lawyer or your attorney. So I went to traffic court, stuff like that, so I never really felt like I needed a lawyer or a jury to be heard, you know. So that's my thoughts, right? I've been in an accident, but I've never crashed. I've been in 2 minor accidents. Never was at fault. The insurance fully covered everything. The other party anyway. But yeah, So anybody ever been in court before as a part of a jury? This is my first time making it, first time going to jury duty, first time getting picked as a juror out of 40, a part of 12 out of 40 people. Oh, I'm on my way to work. Court is on Tuesday. Court is on Tuesday and Wednesday. It's a 2-day trial, civil matter. I'll be one of the 12, and this is my first time going to jury duty, first time getting picked. Obviously, first. I'm looking forward to it. I knew I was going to get picked. Not surprised. I was like, there's a chance I won't get picked, but I was like, I would want me on the jury, you know? Like, that's how I looked at it, and I was like, do I want to miss work? No. But I was like, if I was in court, I would want the people showing up for jury duty to be interested in providing justice. It's a form of justice. It's a service, right? And people be like, oh, you're not really gonna get paid. And it's like, a lot of things you do in service, you shouldn't be looking to get paid to do. You hear me? You're providing a service. So what are your thoughts on that? Have you ever opted out of jury duty? Have you ever said, I don't have time for that, it's a waste of time? Have you ever thought, they're not gonna pick me? Have you ever gone into jury duty and lied, right? I hear a lot of people go in there and be like, yeah, I'm racist. I can't think independently. Yeah, that's what I did. So I put myself in the shoes of the defendant or the plaintiff. And I thought for a second, when you're in that courtroom, you think like, oh, this is real. You pass in like in the city hall, you pass like Supreme Court, you pass all these courtrooms, right? And then it dawns on you like, yo, this is real. You watch it on TV, you watch shows, but it's different when you're there in person. And it puts that other saying in effect, like I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Yeah, it puts that point in a very good perspective. Like, oh, these are the 12. Like, when you're sitting there with all these people, it's like, wow. People, and if you think about it, like the people you know, if you could pick 12 people you know and manually put them on a jury, would you do that? Would you be able to do that? And if you can't do that, then that's also a good question to ask. It might be better for 12 strangers. But yeah. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribers. Got a new channel up and running. Make another video about this later. Talking about juries, we're talking about jury duty. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. New channel going on. Thank you for the likes. Check out the page if you're interested in subscribing. If you're interested, check out the new page. Just talking about jury duty, getting picked as a juror. next week, 2-day case. My first time going to jury duty and also being picked as a juror out of 40 people. And living in a diverse city, everybody was in there. Randomly picked, right? Group of 40. I mean, we had everybody in there. Like, I was like, you can't get more diverse than this. My guess is as long as you could understand English, you were in that room. It just make you think, like, it's important. It's important. Jury duty is important. I would have never thought I'd say that. I finally went, first time going to jury duty, and they picked me to be in the jury. That's wild. It's a 2-day case, so I'm not feeling too stressful, or I don't really get stressful or anxiety anyway. But when you're sitting in the courtroom, your heart be like beating. So it's no joke. On my way to work, how we doing? Talking about jury. Have you ever been to jury duty? Have you ever been picked to be on the juror? To be a juror? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. How we doing? Talk to me. How we doing? On my way to work, just talking about juries. If you're interested, just went to my first jury duty. Have you ever been picked to be on the jury? On a jury? Have you ever gone to jury duty? Have you ever opted out? It's an interesting question because most people probably think they're not going to get picked anyway, right? Please like and subscribe. New channel. Got new content. If you like the content, please subscribe. If you don't, I understand. No hard feelings. New channel. I'm at like 110 subscribers. Working my way up. How we doing? Good morning. Hope your day is beautiful. Hope your day is awesome. Hope your day is full. Hope your day is safe. Be safe today. It's a Friday. On my way to the work site. How we doing? How we feeling? It's good to see y'all. Y'all wake up this morning. Y'all woke up. Y'all breathing. Right? God is good. It's a new day. New day, new trials. New accomplishments. Every day you wake up is a chance for you to reset, right? It's a chance for you to forgive someone. It's a chance to say, I'm sorry. It's a chance to lift somebody up. It's a chance to encourage someone. It's a chance to do good. It's a chance to do evil. Every day you bless to wake up, you have a chance to bless someone or curse someone. What are you going to do today? Are you going to be that coworker that everybody hates today because you woke up on the wrong side of the bed? You're going to keep that to yourself. You're going to hold the door for someone today that you usually don't? You're going to say good morning to someone today that you usually don't talk to? Sometimes it's not even just saying good morning. Sometimes it's what comes afterwards. Good morning, how you doing? And then that's it. Sometimes it's, let's spend 2-3 minutes. How was your week? How's your family doing? How's your kids doing? Do you even have kids? Do you even have a family? Basic understanding. There's so much hate. That's the thing. So much hate. Yesterday I went to jury duty. First time. They had like 120 people in there for 3 cases. They sent 40 people up to this one judge, so I'm one of 40. And they picked 12 out of that 40 to be on the jury. Don't you know? They picked me. One of the 12. It's a 2-day case. Next week. It dawned on me, I always get out of jury duty. I always say I'm working, it's family business. If I'm not working, I don't get paid. Other people don't get paid. There's only 3 of us working, right? So this time I was like, I'm gonna go, right? Always have an excuse. It's the same excuse. Sometimes when you are doing a service, it's not about the money. You gotta think about the actual service. So I'm in there with all these people, very diverse, and it dawned on me, like, I started feeling the weight. Like, oh, we in the city hall, then we go upstairs, we passing all the courtrooms, the Supreme Court up there for the city. Then it dawned on you, like, oh, it's real. Like, you really about to decide the fate of a situation based off of facts, right? You're gonna have 2 people argue their arguments, their cases, why they're right. You have to work with 12 people. Yo, it's like a small version of the government where we the people have more control over, right? So it's just kind of interesting. Like, a lot of people try to get out of it. A lot of people lie about it. A lot of people go in there and be like, I can't think for myself. I can't be biased, unbiased. I can't make a decision based off the facts. When I don't think it's that hard to do that, right? I think people don't want to, but that's how we've become so divided. I could do that. It actually comes pretty easy for me to do that. And the biggest key for thinking unbiasedly is this: knowing what you believe in and being able to put that to the side, looking at the fact, looking at it from both parties, and removing emotion. You have to remove your beliefs. You have to move the emotions of a crash, of a specific action, and think of the facts alone. And a lot of people want to spew the facts. This is a fact. This is a fact. A statement is not a fact, right? I think what a better term is the truth. There's always a truth, right? So your idea is to find the truth that are in the facts, right? Facts can be interpreted to be true that are not. Sometimes it's just how you word a fact, right? How it's written, how it's description. What's the description of the fact? So, right. So to be unbiased, you have to set your beliefs to the side, set your emotions to the side, read the facts, read the arguments of the both sides of the facts that can be made. Because you can always look at a story two ways, right? And sometimes the arguments are going to lean towards one or the other arguments, right? And sometimes the facts are going to be so one-sided that it's 100% factually true. The facts will tell you the truth 100%. Sometimes it's a little bit more complicated. So thanks for joining the live. We're talking intellectual talk. A lot of people have been in and out, so I just thank you for following. It's a new channel. I got new content. If you have the time to look at it, please look at my content. I have a lot of different content. If you like it, feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, it's a lot of people doing this, so I understand. Again, intellectual thinking, right? I'm gonna be on the jury next week, a 2-day case. The idea is, how can you be unbiased? Everybody has biases, right? How do you be unbiased? It's a crazy question. It's a beautiful day, right? We woke up this morning. It's a reset. I know people just think it's another day. It's just another day. No, it's a chance to reset. You know, it's a chance to do good, or it's a chance to do evil, right? There's no in between, really. It's either good or evil. We like to put all these little things in between. It's a chance to forgive someone, or it's a chance to do some more hating. It's a chance to do an act of kindness, it's a chance to do violence. There's no black and white. Maybe there is black and white. Maybe there is an in between. But why would you want to be an in-between person? Why would you want to live in between? It's a new day. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it.